All right, we're gonna try to put up one more section of that poly fence we got from Premier One. My brother wants to make a little run for his dog, which is a good idea because they make this stuff for all that kinds of animals anyway. So we're gonna put it here around the dog pen. That way he can have a little run from the dog pen, hopefully around this tree if it's long enough, back up to the dog pen. That way during the daytime he can turn out here and not worry about him running to the road or anything. So we're gonna see if we can't get it put up real quick. Like it might be gonna storm here a little bit, so gonna try to get ready. There's some storms coming tomorrow, so I want to get done for today. They're all working. So, if you want to, we'll turn them out and see what he does. Not careful.
Alright, it's hot. Hot fence.
Well, he'll like that. He's out now, so
Fence.
we'll see if he touches it. Which he probably will in a minute.
You'll probably have to get you one of those little bungee cords so you can hold you.
There he goes.
It's going shut.
I think he knows there's some juice on it because he's been shot by that one with the chickens before, so we're fixing to find out. Yeah, he knows.
Oh. Hot fence, fence, fence.
They didn't get shot. You don't know.
He'll figure out where the border is in a minute. You like that? Huh?
He's never been able to run on his own before like that.
You like that? I think you like that, being able to run around a little bit. Made your pen a lot bigger, didn't it? Got your little shade tree right here to get under. You can run around. Got plenty of room for you to run around right now. Well, I don't know what the folks at Premier One meant for it to be. I know they got stuff for hogs and goats and chickens and everything else in the world. But I tell you what, it makes a pretty good dog fence too. So there's another use for the Premier One fencing. If you got a dog that needs a little run, that works out pretty good. And it's good that he got used to the chicken fence already, so he already knows what that fence is. So he hadn't touched it yet, but I'm sure he will before it's over with. But he's one happy little dog right now.
Stop, Elmo.
Come here, Stinky.
Yeah.
Hey, come here. Well, I came out to feed up this afternoon, and the end board off the trough has been knocked off, and the old nails in it had got so rusty, it just finally came apart. So, but of course, Elmo makes a big enough mess as it is. So if I don't keep this back on there, he's gonna knock the feed out every time I do it. So instead of putting nails back in it, I think I'm gonna put some of these screws in here and see if that'll hold it. If he will leave me alone long enough, I can do it. If I can get these in there. You know what that do? Things make a lot of noise, ain't it?
Hell no. No.
Phew, that's some hard wood right there. They make a lot of fuss, ain't they? They make a lot of fuss. You like that? Is that alright? I don't think it's going to come out no more. That way you won't make such a mess when you eat. Now, I didn't put the food back in there. Give them a big rascal. At least now you won't knock your food out of the trough. That feel good right there? All right, let's go feed the ones in the back. Well, we had a few storms come rolling through last night and got about a ½ inch of rain out of it, which is good. It's helped the garden out a whole lot. So we're gonna put a little fertilizer out, see if it'll go ahead and help these squash plants go ahead and take on off. But they're doing pretty good before we planted them the other day. They're coming up and I mean, they're starting to crawl out and grow. And they're looking good, but they need a little fertilizer on them. So we're gonna do that right quick this afternoon. Get that done. Our peas and mess are coming up pretty good over there, but we might have to spray them a little bit before we put any fertilizer on them. But they'll probably be next. The Sudan grass is coming up pretty good. That rain helped it a lot last night too. Tell you what, I can tell a difference from yesterday after that rain till today. It's really helped out a lot. And we'll need to fertilize this field next year, but I'm not gonna do it this year. Fertilizer's so expensive right now. So hopefully next year it'll come down a little bit, but I doubt it. But about another few days, I'm probably gonna give it I'm gonna look at it again Saturday. Today's Tuesday. I'm gonna look at it again Saturday, see how it's looking. But it's coming up really good. And just want a little bit more coverage on it, let it get a little bit higher, and then I'm gonna turn the cows in on it because they're up there at the barn right now. And they're ready to get in here to it. But the other pastures are growing pretty good right now, so I ain't no real big hurry to put them out here. But I'm gonna get them out here quick as I can though, because it's, like I say, it's coming up pretty good right now. And it looks a lot better than the millet did last year. Yeah, we got some critters there. Oh, there's a little bug right there. I don't know if I can see him. He got behind the leaf before I can catch him. But we got some critters wanting to eat our beans before we do. We got to spray them. So we'll get that sometime this week. We'll go ahead and throw some fertilizer on these while we're out here. They've come up really good too. I mean, they done good, but got rows are kind of straight, but then they kind of ain't. But they don't look too bad. But that rain sure helped these out too. So throw a little fertilizer on right now and come back and plow them probably tomorrow, the next day a little bit, and see how to do after we spray them, get the bugs off of them. Well, I figured might as well go ahead and spray them. We had some stuff in the shop. So we're gonna see if this right here work, and go ahead and get rid of them critters before they eat peas before we do. If not, we'll get some more stuff later on and try that. Because this has been in the shop a while, so it might be old, so it might not be no good. But I don't know, how long you had that stuff? Well, maybe it's still good if it's just last year then. So I don't know. But I tell you what, boy, they eating them up now. Look at that right there now. Look at them leaves right there. They have sure put a hurting on them things. I mean, so hopefully that spray will knock them out.
So I come out here to pick some strawberries because me and Mom was gonna make strawberry jelly. But you can see how pretty them strawberries are. They look really great at WDW Strawberry Patch. And there's some mini strawberries out here still coming off. So me and Abby is on the way to Four Oaks. She's my little sidekick today. Guess what we're gonna do today, Abby? We're gonna make homemade strawberry jelly. And Abby gets to go visit Grandma. She loves to go. She loves to ride. She was sitting up like a little person in her seat a few minutes ago. But when I'm gonna start talking, she lays back down. But the reason she's in the seats because I got the heated seats on one a little bit. She loves some heat, so she's back on the heated seats again riding. There you go. She's gonna sit back up like a little person. So she's like a little kid riding in the passenger seat. Oh, she laid back down again. I was loading up the truck and she meant she's gonna go with me, which I already told her she was gonna go. But I was loading the truck and I had to go back in the house. And I was like, Abby, come on, come back in. I got to get some more stuff before we go. But she did not want to come back in. I had to carry her back in the house because I had to make a phone call and do some stuff before I left, and I was trying to pack up the truck and was letting the truck get cool so the strawberries would be cool in here, and she wasn't gonna miss out on going. And she's like, I ain't going back in the house. I know you're leaving, Mom, but you ain't gonna leave me. So she meant she's going. So like I say, me and Abby's on the way to Four Oaks to make homemade strawberry jelly. Me and my mom's going to do it today. She's always made jelly a long time, so I'm trying to learn good from her and spending some time with my mom today, because you never know how long you got with people. I lost my dad when I was 19, real early. I wish he was still alive, but you know, I do still have my mom. I'm thankful for that. And so enjoy times with your family, because you never know what's going to happen. They might be here today or they might not. You never know. Life gives us curveballs all the time, so you just don't never know what's going to happen. But we're on the way. I picked the strawberries yesterday, so they should be nice and sweet and ripe. I'm driving, so if I'm pausing for a minute, I'm just watching the road and watching what I'm doing, because I don't want to get no wreck. Definitely no wreck. Not on this truck. Andy would kill me. So we're on the way, and we're gonna have fun today doing strawberry jelly. And I bought enough today that after I wash them, I'm gonna let them dry. I'm actually gonna freeze some in freezer bags so I can have. I'm gonna put them whole in freezer bags, and so I have some if I want to decide later on when strawberry season is not open and the farmers are out of strawberries. I'll have some I can take out like I do blueberries. I always freeze blueberries up whole, so I'm gonna do strawberries whole this year. And so if I get ready to do cobblers or strawberry cake, or if I just wanted some strawberries to slice up and eat, I'll have some in the freezer to do that. So it's good to buy from your local farmers as much as you can, support them. The food is a whole lot better than, because you don't never know what you're buying at the grocery store sometimes. A lot of grocery stores around home will buy from local farmers produce. So, I mean, if they're doing that, that's great. But some places you don't know where your food's coming from. So it would be better if you can buy local and put some stuff up. Have some stuff in. Okay, so we've already capped some of the strawberries off and got the stems off. We've washed them, and now we got the strawberries The strawberry is cooking, all the pieces. So then we can drain it, get the juice, and then we can start with our jelly. All right, so we're gonna cap the rest of the strawberries and wash them, and then I'm gonna lay them out and dry, and then I'm gonna put it in a Ziploc bag so I can put them in the freezer. Uh-oh, Mama, your strawberries is going. The strawberries boiling over. Boil over. The strawberries is boiling. Oh, it's full to the top. It's a boiling. Okay, so we've been working on washing the jars and the lids. We use very hot water so the lids will seal. So they're clean, sanitized. And now the strawberries are ready. They're cooked long enough until they're about cooked all the pieces, and we're fixing to drain it. And
got to cool, man.
And let them cool. Okay, so we actually had to stop for a minute and make another run to the grocery store or to Dollar General and get some more sugar gel because Mama didn't have enough because it took 9 boxes of sugar gel. We had 31.5 cups of juice, so it took 9 boxes. So it's a box every 3.5 cups. So that comes out to be 9 boxes. And then we got the sugar over here waiting. We had enough sugar. It took 45 cups of sugar, or 31.5 cups of juice. And so Mama is keeping it stirred and waiting for it to start boiling because we've already got 9 boxes of sugar gel in there. And strawberry juice. So once it gets boiling, then we'll add the sugar and then let it boil some more. For 1 minute, and then
That you can't stir down.
And then it'll be ready to start putting in jars. So while we're stirring and jelly's making over there, before we add the sugar, I'm gonna go ahead and start filling up some Ziploc bags. So the strawberries I got left, I can put in the freezer. They're dried and they look good, so you can tell they're really nice big strawberries where I picked yesterday. So I'm gonna put them in some Ziploc bags. I got some quart Ziploc bags, and I'm gonna put some in it so I can put them in the freezer. It's probably enough to do like a cobbler or cake,
Make sure you can zip it up real good.
I think that would be enough to do like a cobbler or anything. But I can always get another pack out when you can. Yeah. I think that'll be good. You're gonna have to bring it home and get the animals fed and get several cookies. Probably put some chicken breast in the oven and cook it, and we'll have some either string beans or garlic beans or some butter beans or garlic beans or something. So the sugar gel has come to the bowl with the juice in it. So it's time to add the sugar in. So we're putting the sugar in now.
And I'm keeping it stirred.
And Mama's stirring it while I'm getting the sugar in there.
I'm just keeping it stirred so the sugar it'll be dissolved in the juice.
That's 45 cups of sugar in that juice. There's what it looks like.
And I'm keeping the sugar dissolved.
There's some
and
more
it's-
right there.
And
There's some more.
it'll melt, but I don't
Yeah.
want it sticky at the bottom.
She wants to keep stirring because you don't want to get stuck
And you
yet.
got to let it come to a boil, and you got, when it gets boiling, you got to turn your heat down where it'll boil over, and you got to cook it for 1 minute, stir it for 1 minute. No, that you can't stir down.
Okay, so we added the sugar in and it's been boiling. Now it's boiled for a minute and now it can't be boiled down.
We've stirred it.
And it's stirred and
it's sticky.
hopefully it'll start getting sticky in a minute. Then you know it's going to make really good jelly. Oh yeah, it's starting to get that way. Yep. Okay, so we got the top skinned off and it's starting to thicken up, so it's going to make really good jelly, and it tastes really good too. I already tasted of it. So Mama's got some warm water in that.
We hot water in this, so the jars won't be hot and bust.
So the jars won't be cold.
Always. And this is my old, I've used all these years.
Yep. And then we're going to start pouring some jelly in there, and we'll put the jar. I just washed it. It should be somewhere right there. Hold on a minute.
I got it.
Okay, so Mama's taking a cup to dip it some in the jar. And you can see.
And we fill it
about to where the rings, not quite to the ring, so you can put the jar on there. Okay. So we're going to skim the little bit of stuff off the inside the jar. We're going to skim it off.
Yeah. Once we get going, we'll be
get all the bubbles and stuff out, the skim top.
And we always dry the lids. They all got to be dried. All the water dried out. And she's going to skim that off. Before we put the lid on, you wipe, make sure it is dry and clean. Then we're going to put the lid that is hot. And I take my lid so I can tighten it. It's hot, and we're going to put it over here. And then, okay, Kim, you need to do that while we're doing this. Get me another jar. Okay, so we just have finished putting the jelly in the jars, and we had to wash more jars because we didn't have enough end lids. So we've got 20 jars over there. We actually got pints and half pints, so we got different, assortment of jars. We've got 20 here, and we've got 22 over here, and they look like all half pints over there. And Mama's got a little bit in a jar that she says she's gonna eat for breakfast in the morning. So we all together, we got 42 jars of strawberry jelly. Some's in pints and some's in half pints. Mostly in half pints. We got a few pints, but mostly half pints. But it took us, we got started right before, I don't know, about around 11 o'clock. Well, you had to wash them and cap them. I leave space in between. They're hot, and I always have to cover them up and just leave them.
So we did leave space in between them. We're going to cover it with towels so to keep them the heat in, so they'll seal on both things.
And then the cool air hits them.
And the cool air won't hit them, so they'll seal properly. But we started about 11 o'clock, time we had to wash them and cap them and get them washed, and then you had to cook strawberries. We did have to stop for a few minutes and run to the store, but we're not too far from the store in Four Oaks, to Dollar General, and get some Sure Gel, because we needed 2 more boxes, and because we had to have 9 and we only had 7. But as soon as we come back, we've been working ever since. So, and it's almost 4 o'clock, so it takes time doing jelly, and you can't be doing anything else but jelly when you're making it. But we've got 42 jars of jelly. You're so jealous. Aggie, see it. See it. See it. Good girl. Don't paw me. No. Don't. No, he'll see. All 6 of them out. There's one that looks like Lulu. And they all got blue eyes. Yeah, look at you. I don't know what you call that one. That one's got some white and sort of like Lulu.
Got some dookie on that bottom left foot.
Let's see what we got. I think this one's a little girl. I think that's a little girl. I think that's a little boy. Little girl, I believe. That's a little boy. The one that looks like Lily's a little boy. I think that's a little boy too. I think. I ain't 100% yet.
That little old cat had 6 kittens.
I know. She's a little shrimp herself.
Well, little kittens are growing. They're getting bigger. Their eyes are open, and Kim's in there now trying to get them out and play with them a little bit. Lulu's pretty good. She don't care. She knows we're not gonna hurt them. So, matter of fact, she's walking under my feet right now, meowing a little bit. But we've had another busy week this week. Got a lot done, and I can't wait to start eating a little bit of that strawberry jelly. We're gonna go back tomorrow and try to pick up a few jars of that. They left it at Kim's mama's house the other night, so it would finish sealing properly. It takes a little while for those lids to pop and seal like they're supposed to. So we're gonna run back tomorrow and try to pick up a few jars of that. And other than that, I think we're gonna call it a week, and we're gonna go in the house and here in a little bit get us some supper. We just fed all the cows and everybody and got everybody some fresh water, and I think now we're gonna go there and do the same for us. So again, we appreciate you joining us. Please like, share, subscribe, tell your friends and neighbors, and again, we sure hope to see you in the next video.